Hi everyone, my name is Bree and today I'll be presenting with Rada, Cam and Sarah. We'll be talking about the Brave Foundation, who is a charity that supports expecting and parenting teens. On some of our slides you may notice the names of some girls who have used Brave with a short description of their experience with teen pregnancy. Feel free to have a read. To start off with, I'll be talking about the key characteristics commonly seen within the community group of expecting and parenting teens, most of which are interrelated. So being pregnant at a young age creates several barriers to completing education. These may be needing regular days off school, needing time off after birth, not being able to afford childcare, or even the fear of being ridiculed. This then contributes to difficulty finding stable and reliable employment, then impairs access to safe and secure housing. This leaves these young women at risk of living in unsafe housing conditions or even becoming homeless. These women often raise their child as a single parent as a result of a lack of support from the child's father. This may be due to fear, denial, or even domestic violence. The stigma associated with teen pregnancy, as well as the pervasive stereotypes, hinder women from accessing helpful resources due to fear of being judged. There are many obstetric complications that these women are more prone to, which include preeclampsia, having their baby at a low birth weight, having a premature birth, and STIs. All of these characteristics combined result in poor mental health in these women. Adolescent mothers are actually 16 to 44% more likely to experience postpartum depression than their female counterparts.
While most mothers experience what's labelled the baby blues within the first 3 to 10 days post-birth, this can progress into PPD without adequate social support or aid, and is attributed mainly to a significant change in levels of estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid hormone levels post-birth. Symptoms typically arise in the first 6 weeks after birth and can present in the mother or the father, though more likely the mother. Poor social networks or surroundings, prior mental illness such as anxiety or depression, and low-income housing are all risk factors for PPD. So what is Brave as a charity? Brave's a not-for-profit organisation based in Tasmania, provides support for teens all over Australia, and aims to provide an avenue for resources, education and referral for teens going through pregnancy. They have 4 key areas that we've got here listed on the slide that they attempt to use to destigmatise teen pregnancy and empower expecting and pregnant women to foster healthy, happy and skilled families. Brave was established as a charity in 2009 in Tasmania by Bernadette Black, following the release of her book, Brave Little Bear. Bernadette created the program to help share her own experience going through an unexpected pregnancy at the age of 16 and how it didn't stop or hinder her in achieving her own goals and pursuing her own dreams. And she also wanted to help provide a network of support for other teen mothers and to help let them know that they aren't alone in their experience. On their website, Brave identifies 4 categories of people involved in the social networks of expecting and parenting teens and provides relevant information and access to tools that can be utilised for personal help, as well as assisting and providing support for those around them. So for the example of Girls and Guys, they have an interactive timeline and programs that help essentially give teen mothers and fathers, step-by-step information of what to expect throughout the journey of pregnancy.
So what do they actually do as a charity? Brave provides support to expecting and parenting teens and their families in a multitude of ways. The Brave Journey to Destination program is a workshop held in community centres around Australia for young mums to help them navigate what they may come across in the future. Brave hopes that running these programs uplift and support women to develop self-awareness and healthy, positive decision-making skills when facing barriers in the completion of their education, career and personal goals. The Brave Foundation's Pathway Scholarships were created with its main purpose of reducing the financial burdens that young mothers face. Brave offers scholarships from the value of $100 to $1,500 to contribute to the completion of TAFE, secondary education, or to even allow young women to move further into their career aspirations. The main component of the Brave Foundation and the work that they do revolves around supporting Expecting and Parenting Teens program, or CEPT. Funded by the Try, Test and Learn grant, the program aims to provide expecting and parenting teens with a completely individual program that is tailored to their own specific needs. An assigned CEPT mentor will guide the girls through their own pathway plan and encourage them to establish their own personal ambitions and complete their studies. The mentor will also assist them in building their confidence and advocating for them where they cannot. Each expecting or parenting teen is able to set out their own hopes for the future. Many girls said that their main goals were to access safe and secure housing, to complete their secondary school, or to increase their social connectedness. Fundraising. Brave welcomes financial support from donations to bequests and even provides opportunities for corporate sponsorships. The Foundation's Workplace Giving program is another avenue for financial support in which employees are able to donate to the charity directly from their own salaries. The Brave website also offers merchandise. 100% of the proceeds from these items go toward supporting expecting and parenting teens. Other forms of community fundraising also include supermarket voucher donations, which are recommended to provide expecting and parenting teens with further financial aid. How do Brave measure the impact of the changes that they make? The Brave Pathway Plan used within CEPT program allows the organisation to monitor the impacts that they have on expecting and parenting teens. 65% of the teens who took part in CEPT program were able to meet at least one of their listed goals. Overall, there were 540 recorded goals achieved. On the Brave organisation's website, under the Real Stories tab, are submissions sent in by young mothers and fathers who have taken advantage of the many resources that Brave offers. From success stories of the CEPT program to anecdotes about the supportive community that they were able to connect with through the Brave program, these women speak of empowerment and validation that they received with the help of the Brave Foundation. Due to the nature of the work that Brave commits itself to, privacy of these young girls is paramount, meaning that there is not much access to the data of their true impacts to the public. However, it is still clear to see that Bernadette Black and the Brave Foundation have helped countless women.
One challenge the Foundation faces is actually getting expecting and parenting teenagers to seek support and utilise the services they provide. Even today, there is stigma associated with teenage pregnancy, and the fear of judgment and embarrassment often holds individuals back from seeking help at the risk of making their situation more public. To combat this, the Foundation ensures any communication with participants is confidential. Another challenge the Foundation faces is finding qualitative methods to measure the success and impact of their programs. While feedback from participants is useful, it doesn't necessarily provide information on the progress of the Foundation and the consistency of their program's delivery. This in turn makes it more difficult for the Foundation to secure sustainable funding. So what does the future look like for Brave? The Brave Foundation outlines multiple goals for the future, focusing their efforts on expanding their reach and the impact they have on communities. More specifically, they aim to create a pipeline for sustainable funding through establishing improved capitalisation and targeting potential future funders early to create opportunities for sponsorship. A short-term goal for the Foundation is to consolidate existing programs, such as their CEPT program, and pilot new approaches for service delivery to create more digitised, modern models. The Brave Foundation offers multiple avenues for the public to help support the Foundation and its young members. Some of these include by volunteering as a Brave community champion to assist with research and delivering awareness and education messages to schools and business groups, by encouraging people in the community to write a supportive letter to a teenage parent to instill a sense of value and worth, and encouraging schools and community events to request one of Brave's members to share their story, thereby attempting to destigmatise teen pregnancy and raise awareness. So how might paramedics utilise this information? As paramedics, we are often exposed to vulnerable demographics, including expecting and parenting teenagers, and it is within our duty to ensure that not only can we provide acute care, but also sustainable and ongoing resources for our patients. By providing referrals to Brave services, paramedics can ensure a more organic and wholesome approach to patient treatment. Programs such as the Brave Foundation can also be an educational resource for paramedics to deepen their understanding of these young women and men. By reading and familiarising ourselves with the stories of these people in our communities, we can better apprehend the struggles and difficulties they face every day. This will enable us to empathise with our patients and build stronger rapport, overall allowing for improved patient care. Paramedics who are educated on these patients will also be able to better identify those at risk of common complications associated with teenage pregnancy. That concludes our presentation, so we would like to thank you for listening, and for further information feel free to contact any of us or alternatively look at the Brave website.